Hey guys, sorry, this is just the second part of the video I just uploaded. The video stopped recording. But literally this is like exactly where I was. I've just gotten the brick and I'm gonna go open Renard's door. I'm gonna be walking very slow until I get there. Literally, the brick was freaking broken. The one that I used to open that room. Down in the soldiers' quarters, it was legitimately broken. Holy damn! Do not come through that frickin' hole. I'm literally gonna freak the ever-living shit out if he does. Well, I'm definitely thinking about finishing this tonight, like trying to finish it ASAP and then boom, full game. Now I've got to go grab my bloody brick again. I really need to pee, but like I'm gonna try and focus hard down on the game. Oh no, yeah, I want that. I just want... Oh damn. I'm pretty sure Renard was the one that was drinking quite often. He was just one of the soldiers that drank quite heavily. Well, there's 2 videos to this one, so I most possibly will either stop it here, or if I'm really feeling up to it, I will definitely do the arsenal and the tunnels and everything. But right now we need to read.
8th of July, mid-afternoon. Joubert needs a scout for tonight. Routine patrol.
Yep, we've already done that one. In regards the fate of Saboteur Toussaint Beaufoy, LaRue has added further details to his confession. He now claims that upon entering the Roman tunnels that night, Toussaint confided in LaRue that he had other work to do. When LaRue pressed him for detail, Toussaint whispered something and pointed to his own eyes. Soon after, Toussaint split from other saboteurs who disappeared into the darkness. When others failed to locate him, they assumed he had returned to his bunk and proceeded with their plan. I believe it is safe to assume that Toussaint either perished in the blast or has since starved to death in the rubble. Okay. Faber dies. Faber is gone. Instant insanity chaos. We were in the mess and it burst from the shadows right behind. He shot it. Okay. Okay. Well, Lowe reports that Noya is the source of the problem. He's going around telling the men that those damn texts contain accounts of pagan rituals performed in those tunnels. Ghastly and wild stories, now superstition, and rumors are passed around among the men like an open flask or venereal disease. Some even say they have seen the things, ghost demons and fairies? Instead of the angel of Mons, I'm afraid we have the devil of Beziers. I've called Noir for reprimanding. I'll make sure it is appropriately severe. Meanwhile, the engineers will continue to dig. List of the guilty. Sabotage has left the tunnel project in ruins at approximately 23 hours 30 on 2nd June. An explosion ripped through the tunnel system. It was quickly determined that explosives were missing from the arsenal and the explosion was no accident. After a swift investigation, the following soldiers have confessed: Gaspar LaRue, First Class Johannes Nicolai, Toussaint Beaufoy, First Class Sean Renner, Engineer Ozain Zabul. Four of the guilty now rot in the cells awaiting tribunal. The fifth Tussant remains unaccounted for. He may have been killed in the blast. I believe there are others involved, but as of yet no one will say anything. Worse than double agents, these men are cowards. They scream about ghosts and demons and other worlds. They claim they committed this act of treason to save their fellow soldiers from hell. Utter nonsense. We are still working to clear the tunnel site and assess the damage, but I fear that any hope of using them for our purposes is now lost. In addition, the explosion has caused other structural damage in the bunker itself. Flooding is now occurring in various areas. When you come up the stairs from the soldiers' quarters, there's leaking through the walls. Update on prisoner. With the rest of the cells empty, I've begun to program of aggressive interrogation. I hope the screams have not kept you awake. He contains the insist that he is a common soldier, that his rank was accidentally torn from his uniform, and that he knows nothing of the Second Army's plan. We do not believe him. I've ordered rations for the next 3 days. When he's fed, I assume his gratitude will loosen his tongue. Final note, this work would be much easier if the officer wine rations were loosened. Because everyone knows Renard likes drinking. After what happened with Noya, after how Renard and Fournier treated him and LaRue, there's only one way forward for us. I've gathered the men I can trust, proposed to them what we'll do. To a man, all of them were willing. It is such a relief. T seemed eager to go. The poor man, I hear him at night, muttering in rhymes, trying to comfort himself. For his sake, for all our sakes, this nightmare must stop. Late now on the 14th of June, the nightmares have stopped. We no longer hear those sounds. But now I'm plagued with worse nightmares. My fellow saboteurs were all caught. Dipley and Renard torture them now, and yet none of them have turned me in. I alone have escaped punishment. The honor among these men, my brothers, I'm not worthy of it. It haunts me. The guilt of it, I know they will be caught, marshalated, maybe even put to death, and here I am. My consolation, the war will punish me as it punishes us all, and I will remain vigilant, lest whatever darkness lurks in those tunnels. I want you to personally oversee nighttime security in tunnels. The last 2 nights I've heard someone moving through the quarters when there was no patrol scheduled. I will not have another bout of sabotage. If emergency lockdown becomes necessary, Delisle? He keeps the necessary lockdown wheel tucked away in mission storage. Well, they didn't need that. J. Renoir, I think. Renard, my friend, received your message about the order to dig the bunker deep. I appreciate your enthusiasm, your patriotism. I only wish I could share it. I fear command will only prove themselves fools, and your men will pay the cost. They want a grand subterranean hub of courage, steel, and intelligence. We both know what they will get. A rancid, stinking pit, a void, a hole, full of men scared and confused. Then they will proclaim it a success and issue a new order, dig again, deeper this time, for France, for victory. Your orders that dig, they are the very war itself in miniature. The arrogant and idiotic, leading the scared and foolish ever downward towards darkness. I'm sorry, my friend, my mood is pitch black, and everywhere I look I see this world barreling forward into chaos. Please keep this message between us. I don't need court-martial heaped upon my woes. Damn. Okay, well, there's that. So the last place we need to go is literally the arsenal. All I gotta do is get that. Well, I can probably go straight to the tunnels, grab the other part first, then frickin' go to the tunnel, grab the some part, and then I can grab the dynamite on my way back, and then literally just go straight and finish the game. Or I can leave it here. Sorry, I'm trying to debate on if I should do another part or if I should just keep it in this video, but I know that I'm done everything else and I don't need to worry, and this would literally be 2 videos, part 1 and part 2. Actually, I'll leave it here, just to leave you on a cliffhanger on what happens. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Insomniac Gamer, and I'll see you zombies later.